Mississippi.org. And today we're going to help you plan a trip to Fulton, Mississippi. Maybe you are looking for a fun weekend getaway, but maybe not too far away. Well, we got you covered. Joining us here on Good Things is Erin Conner. She is the owner of Cabins at Midway, which offers cabins for rent on the Tennessee-Tom B Waterway. Hey, Erin.
Hey, how are you?
Number one, I am very jealous of your workplace environment. I feel like you have maybe the most beautiful view to show up to work to every day, which is
definitely feel blessed to come to work every day.
So first, let's remind people where Fulton, Mississippi is, because when I went looking for this, I'll have to admit I've heard of the town or the city, but I couldn't put my thumb on it if you'd given me a map. So where are you guys located?
We are just east of Tupelo, Mississippi. So we're about 25 minutes from Tupelo. We're just right off of I-22, very easy access, and just, right in between, in the big scheme of things, between Memphis and Birmingham.
Did you grow up there, Erin?
No, I am actually from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
What brought you to Mississippi?
A man.
They'll do that here. They can definitely encourage you to do that here. Well, welcome. We're glad that he brought you this way. And we're also glad that you guys looked at opportunities to maybe increase the tourism opportunities there in Fulton. So you guys are the founders or owners of Cabins at Midway. Explain that to us.
Yes, ma'am. So Cabins at Midway is located at our marina, and we have a full marina located on the Tennessee-Tom B Waterway. This waterway connects the Tennessee River and takes you down to the Gulf of Mobile. And we have a lot of boat traffic that passes here. So we have an area on our property that we have 3 custom-built cabins, and they all face the water. They have beautiful views, lots of accommodations, and, we also have a restaurant on the premises, too.
Which is Guy's Place, which I didn't realize that was also Guy's Place on the Water Dining, which is also one of y'all's businesses as well. And this isn't like a big resort, not that there's anything wrong with that. I feel like this is more of a bed and breakfast, but with a cabin feel. Would I be right about that?
Yes, you could say that. I mean, you definitely can feel like you are in a total different world when you're here. It's so quiet and pristine, and just you don't feel like if you can turn your phone off, you will feel like you're miles and miles away.
Which I think we all need right now, Erin, in our life, is a little bit of quiet and serenity, but maybe not going too far away from home, which is why we encourage Good Things listeners to visit Mississippi. And I think this is a unique way to sort of do that. Okay, once I get there, if I rent my cabin for the weekend, Erin, what else is there to do with maybe my spouse or my family?
Okay, so when you rent cabins from us on the premises, there's lots to do depending on what time of the year it is. In the summer, we have pontoon rentals, we have kayak rentals, paddleboard rentals, we have a driving range, and of course the restaurant. We have a pond. You're welcome to fish in when you're staying at the cabins. The walking track is just right there, and it takes you down to along the waterway. You get to see the lock. Downtown Fulton is just a hop away. There's lots to do there as far as different boutiques, and then we have different festivals that take place in Fulton. So there's just a good bit to do.
It feels like just kind of a good little getaway, right? A refresh or a restart or reset kind of a weekend. I know I noticed on your Facebook page too, Erin, though, you're talking about Valentine's is coming up. It may be a good romantic. It doesn't feel like it would be busy or crowded. You mentioned you have 3 cabins. Do they stay pretty booked?
They do stay booked. So if anybody is thinking about possibly getting a weekend, go ahead and try to get that squared away as soon as possible. During the week, you'll have a little bit more availability, but we also do little specials too, like for this month, first responders, we are offering them a discount. We know that they may not be able to actually stay in January at the cabins, but they are welcome to. If they make their reservation, they will get a discount on their future stay, just because we appreciate their service that they're doing right now.
I'm curious, what are the type of not normal people, nobody's normal, Erin, but what are your normal sort of visitors? Are they Mississippians? Do you have people coming, you mentioned from Memphis or maybe out of town that are coming through? Like, who is your kind of typical renter, I guess, is what I'm asking. I'm curious who's staying there.
We have, which was very eye-opening when we opened the cabins, we got more out-of-state customers. We have people that are traveling from one state to another that are looking for a place to stay, while they're traveling. We're looking at people who have moved away. They have family in this area. They're coming back to visit them. We have people who actually out of state that will come here just, for a vacation, because you can rent a cabin for a week and do everything here. So we get a lot of out of state people that travel through here. So it's very it's fun to see, and we get to talk with them, and they've never been to Mississippi before, so we get to show off Mississippi.
And I think you show off a beautiful part of Mississippi if they're watching over at supertalktv.com. I snagged some of the photos off of your Facebook page to show sort of the setup with the cabins and the marina, and it's absolutely beautiful. It relaxes me just looking at it, Erin. But I did want to ask with the marina, I mean, many people enjoy their own fishing or have their boats for fun. If you come and stay in the cabin, can you bring your own boat? Would there be room there at the marina?
Yes, ma'am. That's exactly. We have a lot of people that do that as well. We have a private boat ramp here, so they are more than welcome to put their boat in the water. If they're staying for a few days, you can leave it in the water so you don't have to take it in and out every day. It's just very accommodating. We just encourage everybody to make themselves at home.
Darren in Jackson said, my wife and I stayed there and had the perfect long weekend. She shopped and spent money, and I fished. I think you should use that as a commercial sort of going forward. I know that would get my husband there in a heartbeat. Just that you shop, I fish, we'll call it even for a good getaway. But I think more people are looking for those closer at home, but still relaxing, detaching from the everyday grind opportunities, Erin. And I'll have to say, I had no idea that you guys were there. How long have you had the cabins?
We started, this is our third, going into our fourth year now with the cabins. So, yes, they're relatively, still very new, and we possibly may add on in the future because they seem to be, quite the fit for this area.
They do. I agree. I think you'll see that grow, and hopefully we'll have some Good Things listeners to come and sort of support you guys in Fulton, Mississippi, and all the surrounding, small businesses around there. And I'm sure summer is probably your busy time, so people should go on and make their plans to visit Fulton now. You mentioned some festivals. Do you remember, or do you know what time of year those festivals are?
We usually have a Redlands Festival in the summertime, and it's been kind of, on and off the schedule with all this crazy, the COVID and everything going on. So I know it's in the works, but I'm not exactly sure what month they're going to have it this year.
Last question. Guy's Place on the Water Dining. What's the best thing to order there? What's Erin's favorite?
Oh, goodness. You have to get the filet mignon. So if you're a steak person, get the filet mignon. But we have excellent, it's Guy's Fish and Chips, which is a very popular item. So that's excellent. But we have everything from Cajun steak and shrimp bites to ribeye sandwiches to fettuccine Alfredo.
Well, Erin, I appreciate your time here on Good Things. I'm glad your husband convinced you to call Mississippi home. It sounds like y'all are doing some great things there in Fulton. And give us the website where we can go and learn more information.
So you can visit us on the web at cabinsatmidway.com.
All righty. Thank you so much. You guys stick with us. We've got more good things for you coming up next.